Namaste, my divine family. This video is gonna be on just another life update and kind of how 2021 is looking, and um, kind of my energy and just how things are gonna play out. So we'll see how this goes, and I kind of have some idea of what I want to discuss, but we will see if I cover all those points. The first thing I wanted to just talk about was how entering 2021, like beforehand in 2020, I made um, I guess like an oath or sort of like a vow to myself to eat purely raw foods for 2021, and I made this promise to myself probably mid July, like middle of the year, and so entering December and just closing in on now 2021, closing on January, the space I was in was very much a space of letting go and a space of renunciation. And through this, um, ending up with currently my approach. Currently, the practice is focusing my sadhana is the really embodying the, not to say the idea, but the fact that we have everything we need, that we are self-existing being, self-luminous, and so really taking that on and really absorbing that and allowing that to be the focal point of all my actions. And so, because throughout this process of letting go, I was seeing like, I really don't need this, I don't need that. Like, this, the body is self-sustaining in a clean state, because it's filled by the soul, the prana, and we are the souls, we are the self, and we are the waves upon the ocean of God. And so, in that light, we are eternal. And so, when by letting go of these false realities throughout this process and continuing to still let go of these false realities, um, each one that lets go, I see even more so just how much more self-existent I was, or should I say, the more I let go, the more I see I already was self-sustained. I already was containing all of those things I need. And so the same thing with, let's say we'll talk about the diet first. And so diet, like I was saying, eating just purely the raw foods now and closing it. And now, honestly, where I'm feeling is just the fruit and just fruit and fasting. And not just the space that's been calling me. The more I've been meditating, the more I've just been diving, and just been pulling on my conscious more and more, where it wasn't so much, even so much as the promise I made to myself, but it was just like God, just like, because God is the doer. God is putting me here. Like, okay, now this is where you need to be. Now this is what you need to be doing. This is what Mashida Muni needs to be. And so, as I've been just really been accepting that and taking that on, I've just been seeing how much more. Because beforehand, just to say, um, already in 2020, I was doing periods of like a month on raw fruits only and fasting 30 days, lots of 10-day fasts with intermittent, like 7-day fruit fasts, and just purely just clean eating completely. And then then I'd say probably overall like 95 to 98% fruit diet throughout 2020, the latter portion of the year. And so, as I've been really feeling deeply this last month, this last December, just like the next step needs to be taken. The next step needs to be taken. I need to, not to say need, but just like, it's just the natural flow. And that's the thing, is just a flow at this point. And that's what I've really been trying, and I don't say trying, but just trying to fall into, just letting it be, is getting into that flow. and that flow guides you to wherever you need to go, and even with food, with everything you need to go with the practice. And just how I found myself at a raw diet in the first place, which is a natural transition and natural flow. And so to fully take this on is also just been feeling like a natural flow. And so that's just kind of where I am at. And so now, generally, I'd say starting with this week, and I'm pretty much what I'm about to tell you now is picking up my old practice, which is fasting on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then eat fruits for Monday through Friday. And at this point, I'll play with it this weekend and see if I want to make it to like Friday afternoon, Friday lunch to Monday lunch, or just do Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, middle of the week. But essentially, at least 72 hours of fasting a week, and then fruits other time, and intermittent fasting each day that I'm eating. And so, what I've been noticing with this is that the more I've been fasting, the cleaner I've been getting, the more blockages that have been leaving my system, the more energy from prana, the more prana I'm feeling that's in my body, the more I'm feeling that spirit is guiding, spirit is empowering, spirit is imbibing this body with prana. And so really in that light, truly, like, the source of our energy is prana, and food is a stimulant for that in essence. And so as I've been diving with my own just deeper and deeper practices of cleaner eating and cleansing, I've been seeing this more. It's like God's light is sustaining me. That's what it really is. And as I've been trying to, and I've noticed if I want to explore more into this, if I want to dive more into this feeling, I need to take it to the next level, which is why I need to go into fruits and stuff. It just, I want to explore this light more, and so that's the goal. And so that's what's been up with diet at the moment. Um, let's see what else. Let's talk about the meditations, or just, I'd say, this the real the diving. And I'd say really, because every year, as part of self-realization fellowship, we do an 8-hour meditation. And the previous years I done it at one of the ashrams, and so that's my experience. I picked it up there, and I've only done it there. And so this year, doing it outside and without having just a natural environment, it's like, all right, it's gonna happen. Like this, we're just gonna sit down and do it, kind of thing. It's like, all right, I have to plan the day and sit down and make the effort to do it myself. And so, but I was really feeling inspired, because what this is leading into, I'm going to talk about, is that I was feeling inspired. So the previous days working up, I was doing more meditation, meditating longer for a couple of hours. Just really trying to, and I'm going to say trying, just, I was just vibing, just feeling, just trying to feel God, Christ, and the gurus, and just really diving with that mantra, diving with that energy, that vibration, and really just trying to explore into it. And that's when, into this, watching other videos, like one of my brothers, Texas Tim, on YouTube, check him out. One of the things that he mentioned on his couple of videos about Christ was that our true family is those who love God. Our true brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, etc., are those who love God. And so, as I was meditating with my two brothers here that I am traveling with, doing this 8-hour meditation, it solidified that concept even more so. It's like, as I'm diving deeper, I want to be around those who also want to dive around deeper. And I had this concept, but it was just like just an overflowing, just like a flooding of just that raw, pure, heartfelt desire, just brotherhood, truly, this family of God. And so this is where I I just feel like the divine family, Namaste, my divine family. That's the essence, because that's who I want to be greeting. That's the video. That's who I want to be reaching out to. Those who are loving God, those who want to love God, those who are striving to know God. And so the 8 hour meditation was great because it was very much working on the heart. I felt just as I got into the meditation, the blockage in the heart space, and as just the whole time throughout the whole meditation, I was just focusing there and really just trying to open. And as I finished meditation, I felt a loosening, and really for the rest of that day, it was just complete exhaustion, but in a heightened state. The mind was just in complete peace, but the body was just like, whoa, exhausted from 8 hour meditation. And so the next day, the solstice was the next, yeah, there was the winter solstice, and that was the day where I felt like I just absorbed and assimilated all of those benefits, all of that 8 hour meditation. And that's when I really got into this feeling like transformation for myself, and I want to bring forth this this brotherhood. I want to meet more of my brothers and sisters of God. And so recently, and I've been working, and the final update is the launch of my blog. I mentioned it a little bit in my previous video, Divine Culture, where I go into kind of what the blog is about, and it's essentially divine culture. Kind of touch more about it in this video. Is essentially just, as I was coming out to the beach today, I was thinking that it's really kind of a when I speak in divine culture, is essentially tried and true methods that I myself have done, and I'm sharing essentially what I've experienced, what I've practiced. And so, like the fruits, so I say the raw foods, the fruitarian diet. Like I have experienced that enough to know that this is the path, and so now it's like I'm sharing it as a fellow disciple walking on the path, not one who has reached the summit, but like, yo, this I've walked pretty far. This is legit, guys. Come check this out. And so now for myself, it's reaching the summit, and I want to bring along as much as people there with me, and that's what divine culture is about. And so going back to the blog, launching my blog officially. So, Jai Guru for that. And very happy and very excited about that, because there's not much on a couple blog posts, like 3 or so, and very just much introductory, and I'm trying to get more content out for you guys as much as I can. But yeah, the blog is mashitamuni.com. I'll put it down in the description below. And going back, the purpose of the blog is just to bring forth that spiritual community, to bring forth that brotherhood of divine souls who love God, to bring forth that divine family, and that's all it's about. And so I want to connect with as much as you divine souls as possible, so that we can bring this together, because this is the future. And yeah, so the last thing, I felt there was one more. Let's see if I can remember. Oh yeah. Update on the trip, the road trip. So currently, as I've been down and for the holidays down in San Diego, spending time at my dad's, finished working on the blog and got that up and running. And currently me and my brothers are working on getting a new van and pretty much upgrading the van, and then heading out to Florida from there. And so currently that's just the updates on the travels. Not much there at the moment, but the outlook is probably mid-January, so I'll keep you guys updated as I can remember my blog or in YouTube videos or Instagram. That's all for this one, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Peace be with you all.